is to legally
Stunlock,
gamble in the United
Stunlock
States.
hour.
Yes, people say it's really good.
So it's
Should we give it a shot?
he's gonna get stunlocked. He's gonna get stunlocked. He has to defend.
Everyone gets
He has
seasick
to defend
almost
this.
immediately, but we also lost all the money we brought in to gamble with. It was one of the best
Because
days of my life. For a good portion of the
he's not
past
addicted.
century, getting on a
He's
boat
not addicted.
reeks of piss
It's
and
just
wobbling your way out
he just
just
does
far
it
enough
just
into the
because he
ocean
can,
so that
you know?
laws don't
It's for
exist
fun.
anymore was one of the only ways to legally gamble in the United States. It had such a convoluted barrier of entry that most people could go their entire lives without ever being tempted to do it. Just don't go to Nevada and you'll probably never see a casino. In 2024,
That's not
this
true.
is no
What?
longer the case.
Only on FanDuel. DraftKings. Bet MGM. Prize Picks.
Underdog.
Hard Rock Bet.
Sally Bet.
Points Bet.
ESPN Bet.
Yeah, sports betting is pretty bad.
If you watch any sports
Especially,
at all,
it's like
ads for
one of the
sports betting have
things
become inescapable.
on
Even if you
Twitch that
muted
wasn't
every
banned,
commercial
right?
and closed your eyes until
Like,
the
I
game
could
came back
gamble
on, it's still
for 10
plastered
minutes on
everywhere.
stake
DraftKings promos pop
and
up
get
in
my
the middle
ass
of a play.
banned
There's
on Twitch, right?
BetMGM billboards
Instant.
behind home plate, FanDuel
Or I
logos on the
could
court,
promote
on the
sports
microphone. They
betting
come at you from every
for
angle,
10
pepper spraying
years
you
on
in the
Twitch,
face
and
so
I
you
wouldn't
don't
get
notice
banned.
they just pulled your pants down. They've made it so watching sports
Twitch
and
little
betting
suck
on
up.
sports are just two sides of the
company.
same coin. Like you can't have
And he
one
does.
without the other. It's become
There's
so
only
normalized that it
bases
might
of
be easy
rules
to forget that
on what
gambling
the
can
government
be
says, which is
kind of
shit.
bad.
Because the
Actually,
government
about
is
10
always
million
right,
people
and if
in
you're
the
gonna
US alone struggle
make
with
them the
gambling in some
only
way, a good portion of which are
authority
under
that's
the
able
age
to
of
decide what's
25.
right or
Gambling
not,
addicts
and
attempt suicide at a rate 15 times higher
you
than
get
the
some
general
stupid
population. The
garbage
average debt of a
or
gambling addict can
the
range
time
from
stops,
$15,000
right?
to
Because
$90,000.
nothing changes
But where
anymore.
most people would see
It
this
always
as a
stays the
problem,
same, right?
A few people saw
Like,
it
people
as an
always say something
opportunity. All
happens,
that extra
nothing
money
ever
would be
happens.
siphoned from
Guys,
schools.
Nothing ever
guys,
happens,
guys,
man.
Pockets
That's the
like
situation
12
here.
CEOs.
How many times
And
have you
for something to happen, we have to do something
nobody's
about this, man. We
you.
have to do
Are
something.
these all these ads they just show? Are these casinos, slots, whatever? Dude, fantasy football. It's all fantasy football and sports betting and shit like that, dude. Because that's the main target. When will people understand that's the real?
So in 2018, the Supreme
major
Court
problem.
overruled the federal ban on sports betting, and since then, Americans have collectively lost.
Yeah, something
over
else being wrong doesn't
$245
distract from the
billion
problem.
on it.
Right,
That's
you can
almost
have two problems at the same
$1,000
time.
per person,
That's
and
not
that
a good
number
defense.
was from last
It's a
year.
deflect,
But the
yeah.
bombardment
It's like
of
a
playful advertising
right,
filled with famous
let's
celebrities
say-
would make you think it's just a harmless.
let's
fun
say
game
you're
you can play on
boxing
your phone.
somebody,
Kevin
and he
Hart,
comes with
Post
a punch.
Malone, Chris Rock.
But both are bad.
You-
but
you,
start celebrating
you-
sports
dodging it
betting,
doesn't do a whole
ad
lot,
takers,
because
and they're like
he
harmless
still has his
and
hand, right?
demonizing
So what you need to
all
do
the
is you need to
slot
grab a
machines are
knife,
like, oh, dude,
put him
no
down on
way,
the ground, and cut
so
off his
fucking
arm,
terrible.
so he
Oh,
can't
but
hit
dude,
you
all
anymore.
of-
That's what you need to
but
do.
these gamble. What do you mean? Who is it?
Get it twisted. Gamble. Please start gambling.
Yeah. Anyway,
Gambling is an investment.
the gambling is bad, but it's
LeBron
fun,
James,
so I
Kevin
like
Hart.
it.
We've seen some people. I even saw a clip the other day. I'm not gonna say who, right? Saying, "Oh no, this person did stake. No, I'm not a fan anymore." Whatever. Okay, then what about Kai with his sports betting fantasy thing sponsor?
Brother, it's
That
Pokimane.
person
Pokimane
stopping a
is
fan?
farming.
That person?
Pokimane is farming.
Peyton Manning, Jamie Foxx,
Right.
Eric Andre, Patton
farms
Oswalt,
the
Vanessa
Cocks
Hudgens, the guy from that Kendrick Lamar
and the
song,
Simps.
Kevin Hart. Even the Talk Tua
Then
podcast is sponsored
she
by
farms
Why is it always the
the
people you trust the,
The
most?
virtue signalers. That's what she does, man. It's her job.
Good.
It's her job. She just does it because it makes her money. Come on, man.
Is a feeling and a phone.
That
Right.
is such a
You cannot be
bold way
Pokimane
to advertise your
and
product. You don't have to know anything
promote
about
anything
sports in
that's
order to bet on
might
them.
just
In
be
fact,
slightly
we would
bad,
prefer you didn't.
because
Look,
then you're
this
not
guy's
Pokimane
just chilling
anymore,
in a
man.
hot tub. He doesn't even know.
Okay, well,
you're
that's-
Pokimane, you have to be-
that's actually true, though.
you have to be
That is actually
perfect.
true. Okay.
You have to
Because
be perfect.
It's all gambling. Stop, guys. If anything, hey, devil's advocate. It is healthier. To advertise it like it's random. It's gambling. Gambling is gambling and not skill. Because sports betting is 1 bazillion% gambling. It is actually worse than gambling. Dude. Stop
It's-
acting like,
it's
oh, dude, I
betting.
know this, I know that. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, what sport he bet on?
You
and he won
lose
money.
on
So
your
go
shit
ahead.
every
Just
time.
open the
Stop
app
it.
and start mashing buttons. I don't know, like where do you
Yeah,
think
what is
they got
gambling?
all
I
the
think
money
it's
to
just,
shell out to these celebrities? Could it be that maybe
a game,
Prize
but
Picks
instead of
isn't
the stakes
secret
just being
gateway
win
to
or
riches
loss,
beyond my wildest
you
Like
get
how it works,
it's money on the
Because a lot
table,
of the,
right?
a lot of the prop
That's
bets
just what gambling
and
is.
a lot of the some small
If that's what it is,
outcomes
then
are
betting is
legitimately
gambling.
rigged. Okay, say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Okay, a lot of it, a fuck ton, is legitimately rigged. Actually, yes, it's fixed. Whether friends of friends or whatever, a tip here, a tip there,
Sport
and
betting
affects
is
the
even
outcome.
easier for the average person to get
And the
into.
one time,
Keep doing
oh
what you're
dude,
doing, pal.
that 1.3x didn't hit. Oh, the opponent's 7.5x or whatever. That's just unlucky. Nah, it's
I'm
actually
just trying to
rigged.
get my debit card number so they can take all my disposable income. Whether or not you think sports betting should
That's
be
true.
illegal, and
That's
I'm not
true.
even necessarily saying it should be.
Just look at the
fact that
fights,
they're
man.
allowed
You
to
saw the fights, you
advertise
saw
it like
Twitter,
this is
you saw the
fucking
cope.
insane. Imagine a
People
cigarette
that bet
commercial that
on the
was
guy,
like,
the
"Oh my
old
God,
guy. You
this
saw
is
it.
so good. This is the best I've
It's
ever
rigged.
felt in my life."
It's clearly rigged.
Typically, the only tobacco ads
True.
you see are like anti-vaping PSAs. And I hope there's a future where advertising for betting apps is regulated in a similar way. You can still bet on sports. You can still smoke cigarettes if you want to. It's not
Slots
illegal,
are-
but you're not bombarded
slots
with the
are,
temptation to do it
rigged.
every time you turn on a basketball game.
But
Even
the
though it's
thing
only
with
been
slots
6 years
is you
since the
know
federal ban on sports
if
betting
you know the
occurred,
game, you know the
technology has
RTP.
already evolved well beyond
Right.
what was available at the time. And now that gambling has
If-
gone
if
from
you
being
analyze
in a
what the
place
game
you have
is,
to
you
go
know
to
your
to do
chances
it,
to
to
win.
being
And
accessible
after
on your
that is
phone
just a
at any
chance,
moment. There's
right?
nothing stopping these apps from trying to
If
lure
if
you
you're a
in
serial
constantly, and they're
gambler,
really good at doing
addict,
that.
Addiction
you
is
might think
intensified, he
that
says,
somebody
by how
is
much the gambling companies
is
know
live
each user. That data was
rigging
used
your
to
shit
tailor offers
because you're not
and push
winning. I mean, that's
notifications
okay,
to
man.
keep the guy
It's
in
not.
action.
It's not really the case. It's just
stage it was at.
the
So win
game
back
by
and
design
stop
is
it. So
rigged against
people that
you.
have given up
You're
gambling
just-
for a while and they're
your
trying to get back to come
RTP is
back.
Just
never
by using
above
these apps,
1.
You're giving them
It's
data
never
about
above
your
1.
gambling habits, which they can then weaponize
Right,
against
you
If they
you
realize
lose
around
money
2 p.m.
because
every
that's
Sunday
what the
when
game
you
is
most likely
designed to
interact
do.
with the app because you're watching
If
19
you're-
games
if
at
you know
once
the
and you're
game,
starting to
you
get
know
a little
that
pressure.
you're
They
not-
can tailor make a push
It's just
notification
not a
just
good
for
idea
you.
to
Maybe
even
they'll
start.
boost the odds
You
of
don't
a
start
third
on it.
quarter Tyreek Hill
That's
touchdown, or they'll show you
that's
a
like
parlay
the
that
first hurdle.
50,000 other
You
people have bet on, and that many
never
people
jump
get
the
on.
hurdle, man. But
Or they'll
with sports
show you a
betting, there
parlay
is
that
it's different
Oh,
because you
stop
don't
it.
know who's gonna win.
50,000 other people have bet on, and
But
that
you can
many people
analyze
can all
it-
be
it-
wrong.
again,
Let's talk
it's
about
in the hands
parlays
of
for a
people.
second, 'cause I think that's one of the biggest
It's people that have to
contributors
put in
the
the effort to
exponential
win.
rise of sports betting.
It's parlay time.
Put simply, a parlay
Well, I
is when you
mean,
combine multiple
But
bets.
all
And
respect,
it's
all
way more
you need is
complex.
one
Right? It's
slip
not
to
just
hit.
it's
Hey,
it's
I'm
not predetermined
I'm not saying Gamba this,
in
Gamba
any
that.
way.
All I'm saying is when it comes down to it, hey, I'm not saying
Right?
do that.
Even
You
if
shouldn't
even
advertise
if
as
there
bad.
would be a party
But
that's
when
trying
the
to rig
one,
it,
like 14
then
like
still,
parlay hits, it's
if
over.
the
It's
coach
over.
or
It's all the
whoever
losses
doesn't
back.
agree,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
like,
not gonna
yeah,
agree.
Bet significantly
Right.
decreasing the odds of it hitting, but massively boosting the payout.
Even
to
if
win
there's
it does. It's
if
basically the difference
people
between
are
winning
bribed to
$2
do it,
for correctly
then still
calling one coin
it
flip,
might
or
not
winning
work.
thousands of dollars if you can
It's
get
not
that
as
coin
simple
to land
as
on heads
this
12
guy
times
pushes
in a row.
button
You're so distracted
and
by
then you
the
lose money. No,
possibility of how much you could win
it's
that
either
you're not even considering
predetermined
the fact
or it's
that you
complex
definitely won't.
with
Parlays are
sports
the
betting.
lottery ticket of sports
Let me
betting.
explain why rigging is so problematic. Okay? You might not understand this again, and let me tell you why. If I make 8 slips that are nearly the same coin flips, 1.3x, 2.6x, whatever, and I take all the correct things, right? And I put one rigged kicker at the end. One rig. I know for a fact some guy, some prop, a prop bet is like an 8x or whatever. I put the kicker on every slip, right? One of them hits, right? Because because I have all the slips. When the kicker hits, boom, it hits max. And they do it every time. Rigging this shit, guys, they rig it all the time. She's rigged across the board, dude.
These
What is
apps
this
have made it
emote?
so easy to make one whenever you want. The only thing stopping you from putting
Delete it
together a
again.
parlay that frankly doesn't even make sense
This
is your
is
own
schizo,
imagination.
man.
Because of parlays, I think for a lot
That's
of people,
just schizo.
gambling has become death by 1,000 paper cuts. Maybe instead of
Because
losing
there's
a lot of
thousands
money all
of
at
bettors,
once, you're
dude.
just losing a little bit of money.
If it's rigged,
all
it's
the
a
time.
big
Sometimes you'll even
party.
lose
It's
money in
not
a way that feels
some
like
guy
you
that
almost
rigged
won.
it.
Ah, 5 out
Okay.
of 6. I was so
That
close.
doesn't work like that.
But that means I'll definitely win next time. My only personal experience with online sports betting was a couple years ago
Or-
when I saw Underdog.
Or like I said, it's
Fantasy
way
was
more
offering
complex
to
than
match
just
your first
guy
and
rigs
proof-
it
and proof-
because he wants to make money.
John, they put a ban on any for gambling on games, getting for the bettors and limiting play for betting purposes, brother. And this is the one. These are the ones that do get caught. These are the ones that do get caught, and
Who
it's
the
hard
fuck
to
is
prove
that?
and shit like that. And then the ones that don't. There's a
Who is
ton.
that? Yeah, again, but
Deposit up
it's
to
one
$100.
guy.
And I thought, okay, I'll give
One
it a
guy.
try. I watch a
There's
lot
a
of football.
team
Maybe I
with a
can finally
bunch
make
of
back some of
guys
the money I've
and a
spent
bunch
over
of
the years
players
supporting my
on the
stupid,
team, right?
shitty
It's
team.
not
So I
just
put
the
in
players,
$100.
it's a
They
bunch of
doubled.
players,
And
right?
slowly over the course of the next
It's
2 months,
not
I
just
lost
one guy
$25
that's gonna
every
make-
week until it was all gone. Now, if I'm
But
being
yeah,
honest,
it's gonna
I
make
think
it
this was
rigged.
actually best case
But it's not
scenario
like
for
a
me. I consider
guaranteed
myself
rigged.
lucky that the few times
There's
I've
still
tried
chances
gambling,
here.
it hasn't gone well for me because I have no positive association with it. In the same
So
way that I
basically,
have no
if you're
desire
gonna
to smoke
gamble,
cigarettes because the
sports
first
betting
time
is
I did,
fucking
I smoked
shit,
2
because you
back-to-back
don't
for
know
some
what
reason,
you're
and I was
gambling on,
nauseous
man.
the rest of the night. I have no
It's
desire to
fucking
gamble.
shit.
We'll say skill issue. Okay, but true.
Because I've only ever lost money doing it. So even though Underdog managed to get $100 out of me, I actually think they would have preferred if I won a little
That's
bit.
what they want you to think. They want you to think it's skill based. They want you to think. They want you to feel like you, dude. I have an edge because I know this. They want
That's
you to
what
feel
poker is,
empowered
like,
that, dude.
don't
I
do
know
poker,
this.
man. Just
Dude,
stick to
wait,
the
hold on.
slots.
No,
There's
and
no
then you do it, and then
way
you get cooked by
you
this
win.
shit. The
There's no
fuck?
way you
Betting
win.
apps give
You
out
don't
these kind of
win.
introductory
Okay.
offers. It's not
You don't
just so they
win.
can get a
You
bunch
might
of
as well
free
just
money, although
rot
that's
your
definitely
brain
part of
on
it.
some
They're
slots
trying
because it
to
feels
create
better.
a customer for life.
Right?
But
Because you didn't go through all the effort to learn anything. You just push the button, lose your money, and that's it. And
Online
you want to lose your
sportsbooks
money,
know that the
you lose your
best
money.
way to get
That's
people
all you need to do.
addicted to
You
their
just
product
need to
is
lose
make
money,
that first big win
and you
as
feel
easy
happy
as
about it,
possible.
man.
So they'll lure you in with an offer that seems too good to be true because all of that is pennies compared to what they're raking in from the people who are hooked. They give you free money to start with. They'll let you try again if your first bet doesn't work.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you have to keep. You have to try. You need to increase your wager amount to cash it out, right? I don't think you can cash it out off the rip.
You
but-
throw in one leg of a parlay that has essentially a 100% chance of hitting. They are desperate to make sure you have a good time. They want every time you see that app icon on your phone to think about the rush you felt when you turned $5 into $100. So you keep chasing that
40x wager requirement.
feeling forever. I just managed to outsmart them by being so unbelievably bad at sports betting that I never even came close to winning. But because I was curious to see how much online sports gambling has evolved since I tried it a couple years ago, and because I would never leave a stone unturned in the pursuit of research, I decided for this video I should try it one more time. So I signed up for the only legal sports book in my home state of Florida, which I assume is named after famous internet sex symbol Hard Rock Nick.
Balls tugged on one by one.
Their introductory offer is that they'll give you another chance to bet if your first one doesn't win. On the surface, that almost sounds like free money, but it's not like you can bet once, lose, and then just take your money back. You still have to give them the money. You're probably just gonna lose twice for the price of one. But hey, check this out. I've already unlocked a 1x multiplier, which means for every dollar I earn, I walk away with $1. I spent the next 12 minutes hard at work concocting the smartest and most guaranteed parlays the world has ever seen.
Malt.
With all my bets placed, I could finally
remember
sit
that-
back, relax,
that,
and enjoy a
20
stress-free Sunday
20k
afternoon.
X.
Jack,
What
this
was
is
it?
on train
200k X?
43 leg parlay for fucking
That was fucking
633,000
insane,
X.
man.
Holy
San
shit,
Quentin,
dude.
it's San Quentin.
Darnold. Why did I bet on Kirk Cousins? Why did I take the over on Curtis Martin rushing yards? He retired in 2007.
The next few hours felt like a roller coaster, but in spite of it all, I was determined to come out on top.
Guess who has 2 thumbs and just won $9.52? This
Okay. This is a little schizo, but it's gonna sound schizo. Okay, right. If there's 2 parties that are definitely rigging this shit, it's the companies where you bet on, right? The apps and the TV, the people that own the stadium, the people that want people in, because they know to attract the audience, you need to attract more audience. So they both benefit from this, like across the board. They benefit from more people. So they have to collaborate, or they want to collaborate, right? Yeah, that's rigged. That's rigged. That's fucking rigged.
And since I only lost 5 other bets, I was just $61 from breaking even. Now I know what you're thinking, Drew. How could you have possibly known the Bills were going to beat a team significantly worse than them? What are you, some kind of genius? No.
Yes.
I prefer Savant. The truth is, none of this would have been possible without my good luck charm, Michael McCorkle Jones. You can look it up, that's his real name. Ever since I saw him hit the gritty at the Pro Bowl a few years ago, I knew I needed a metal poster of him to hang up on my wall. And thanks to today's sponsor, Displate, that's finally possible. Are you tired of waking up to your boring, empty walls? You try to hang up posters and minions. If you've been
They really do. You can advertise some
I've been
scam
using this app for a
bullshit.
little over a week now, and even though I did
Nice
win
ad.
a few more bets, all I've really managed to do is turn my initial $100 into zero. It's all gone. I think they know they're on the verge of losing me for good because they're really ramping up the notifications. Most days I'm getting at least one every hour. They even offer me another
That's
second
annoying.
chance
You
bet,
just
this
delete
time
it.
up to $500.
If you're gonna
They are
spam,
so
if you're
confident
gonna
based
spam
on
notification,
everything I've shown them so
you're
far that it
gone, man.
seems they're willing to give
Fucking
me any
block,
amount
delete
of
it,
money
doesn't
because
matter.
it doesn't
Right, these
matter,
fucking
I'm
mobile
just going to
games,
lose it all anyway. Even in my
Okay, fuck off, man.
Somebody says,
Right,
this literally
playing
makes
your
Stick
game
look
was
like
fun for
heaven
10
on earth.
minutes.
I
You send me a
don't
notification
give a fuck.
every
I
day,
send me all you want.
once every day. That's way too much.
And I am falling for
That-
For
that's
some
just
reason,
going
I've done
off.
multiple parlays.
You know what-
that
what
are
mobile game is
contingent
good?
upon something happening at the beginning of
I have a
game.
puzzle
They
collection
offer a
by
bunch
some
of
guy,
bets that are based on first quarter
and
stats, and I
Slay the
realized
Spire. Slay the Spire is good on
firsthand why
mobile,
they do
man.
this.
It's
'Cause
good on
that
mobile.
one
No
leg
fucking
can cook your
notifications.
entire
No
parlay
bullshit. It's
immediately.
good on mobile.
But at that
I
point,
don't know,
you've already
this chat is
committed
very
to
defensive,
betting
though.
on this game, and there's so much more game to bet on.
Bababooey.
So you do. And before you know it, you're betting on Keyshawn George to make 5 threes? Why did I do that? I don't even know who that is. Why did I think Jake Paul was gonna knock out Mike Tyson? That fight was never ending in a knockout. They punched each other like 4 times. Obviously, they were just in it for the money, and I knew that going into it. I only did this bet because they boosted my odds, and they only boosted my odds because they knew it wasn't going to happen anyway. It's 2024. How am I still getting scammed by Jake Paul? And on the flip side, when I do win a bet, sometimes I'm not even that happy about it because I'm just like, I should have bet more. You start getting carried away doing the math. I turned $10 into $30, but I could have turned 100 into 300, 1,000 into 3,000. Oh my God. It's infinite money. And I think that's one of the most dangerous things about gambling.
That's called
is that
Twister.
sometimes
It's called getting it twisted
works.
for real.
It's a hobby that technically
No, it's
could
just
go
bad
well for
logic.
you if you get
It doesn't
very
work like that,
lucky
man.
and quit at the exact right time, which
You need to
you
weigh
won't,
out your
and the
losses for
casinos
your
are banking
games
on
and
the
look
fact
at
that you
it
won't.
overall
Gamblers
as
are
one
just
thing.
chasing
If
Right.
every week
Because
I
you're
sign up
applying
for
it to the
bucks go to
future.
club, okay, and get
You
fucking
already
on
have the
bottle
past and the
service, okay,
future.
and
You
fucking
have so
pass
you
out
have to
drunk,
look at
okay,
everything
and
in the
get
past and the
intoxicated
future.
and
And if
burn
you
my
see,
brain cells,
yeah, I'm just
I'm
losing
called a
money,
normal
then
civilian.
that means
Let's
you
put
have to
aside
lower
$100
your
to
bet.
bet on GameStop
If you're
the
losing
week that
money,
I want
lower
to,
your bet.
I'm a degenerate. Fix this
Keep
shit.
lowering
I don't
it
give a fuck.
until
Wait,
you
wait,
win
wait,
money.
wait,
Right?
wait,
Keep
wait,
lowering
wait,
your
wait,
bet
wait,
until you
gamblers
get
can recognize that they have a
more
problem,
money than you
but
put
see
in.
the problem
Then you
as
start,
the way
then
out
you
of
start
the
increasing,
problem.
I think
right?
the feeling at the time was if you can just get lucky here somewhere, then potentially there's a way of making this all go away. I suppose the flip side to that as well, Aaron, is it was enabling me to just gamble as much as I wanted as well.
If I just have one good day, I can win it all back. Yes, I've dug this huge hole for myself, but if I just keep digging, I might be able to find that diamond I've been desperately searching for. But the sad reality is, even if you find the diamond, you're just gonna feel so good doing it that you'll probably dive right back into the mines looking for another one.
The truth is, if I'd have had that big win, I would have just spent it anyway.
A lot of the higher-ups at these companies will refuse any responsibility for creating new gambling addicts over the past few years. They'll make the argument that they're just addicted to their phone, and our app just happens to be on it.
I don't believe that there is an addiction to
This is
mobile
stupid.
betting any more
It's
than there
their own
is
fault.
an addiction to utilization of your phone
their own
for any
fault,
other
man.
reason.
You don't think adding a layer of betting
Right,
makes the
if
phone
you
more
watch an
addictive
ad
than
No, I
just
don't.
of
tooling
some
around
garbage
Instagram?
product,
There is
and
probably
you
What
actually
is
believe
up
that the
with
people
this
that are trying to
guy?
manipulate you with propaganda
It is a
are
real
telling the
problem.
truth.
Whether it's
You're
gotten
fucking stupid, man. It's your
bigger
own
or
fault.
just become
It's your own
more
fault.
noticeable because sports
Because you
betting is
know the
legal,
reason they put it
I
there
think
is
an
because
unknown.
they don't earn anything if they don't put it there. They need to manipulate you to get it, right?
Push notifications a day and is linked to their bank
So
account, or
when
only
you see this
available in a
shit,
state
you
on
look
the
for the
other side of
signs,
the
and
country,
when there are
it's
clearly
totally
signs that
irrelevant.
these
And
people
while there
are
are
selling you
obviously
some
some
shit,
people for whom that
and
is
you don't
true,
buy
How's
it,
that an
man.
argument to that? How's that?
Because whether it's gotten bigger or it's just become more noticeable because sports betting is legal, I think is an unknown.
Really?
Hey, they'd be gambling anyway, whether it's on our app that sends 30 push notifications a day and is linked to their bank account, or only available in a state on the other side of the country, is totally irrelevant. And while there are obviously some people for whom that is...
No. Exclusivity for market share when it comes down to like my involvement or somebody else's involvement is not the same thing as a website. Like, you're missing the point entirely.
It's true. You cannot deny the fact that making it so goddamn easy to bet anything at any time is leading to more people gambling who wouldn't have otherwise. You're dangling a piece of candy inches away from people's faces and then saying, hey, it's not our fault they grabbed it. They still would have grabbed it even if it was 2,000 miles away. Since this is all still relatively new in the US, maybe we'll see more legislation in the future to combat this avalanche. In some countries, they no longer allow celebrities to appear in sportsbook ads, or they've banned the ads from appearing during sporting events altogether. America is still in this Wild West infancy where all these apps are just scrambling to find a way onto your phone before regulations start kicking in. But maybe in the future? Nah, I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to imagine that happening. I think it's too late to put the toothpaste back in the tube. The leagues are making too much money off it already. Of course they want to shove betting apps down everyone's throats. It gives people more of a reason to watch the games, especially bad ones. Well, most people would turn off...
The NFL already being profitable, right? And them slinging that much Gamba shit... Dude, they're actually doing a lot. They're doing really good.
5 minutes ago, I just said that.
A 20-point blowout.
They're collaborating.
You're still glued to
Yeah,
the
they're collaborating, man. Because both parties need more people to bring in more people to bring in more people. So when both parties want the same thing and they aren't competing for it, right? Because
it's not just sports, though.
You want that, or if you're better, if you're a gambler, you want both at the same time because you want to have the bet and you want to watch the shit, right? So there's no point in them not to collaborate. It's pointless. So they're gonna collaborate, right? Because the media is all working together, and the gambling, right? Because of the pull of the media, the gambling is also going to work together because the internet allows these gambling sites to become monopolized. Right? They're gonna crash. They're gonna crash in. We're gonna get the shit again. We're gonna get the thing again where there's one guy that says everything and decides what's correct. And then if you've got anything to say about it, well then you're wrong because that's against the law. It's against the law to say anything about it.
Gambler. Oh, I'm not.
If you think otherwise, this doesn't work like that, man. It's like thought police. Fucking Twitch. Fucking Twitch, man. Fucking Twitch.
XQC
fucking
lost
bitch.
$700,000 betting on the election, and that's really fun. If you don't know who XQC is, he's a streamer who, at least in every clip I've seen of him, seems to be speaking a language he invented and no one else can understand.
That's like the worst clip ever.
He's also one of the many streamers who've
I've seen some of these documentaries clip. That's literally the worst clip you could have brought up. There's one case of him mumbling in literal years straight of streaming. I have to defend this because people keep bringing up one clip. Right? I've seen some of these documentaries clip. Or the one clip with Kai Cenat where Kai Cenat didn't understand what he says. I come in a minute, I come in a minute, I come in an hour, I come in an hour. Right? That clip, right? It's just... It's always the same. They always bring up the same clips. It's just bad, man.
Stop. Guys, people need to stop doing this shit where it's like, oh dude, only kick.com. Brother, by amount of magnitude and density, bro, Twitch is still doing this shit.
Every loss is money that needs to be won back.
It is the same, if not worse.
I randomly opened this guy's stream one day and watched...
Well, what do you mean, proof? Give me the category. Give me category. Give me. Chat. Is it online whatever? I missed it. It's that far up.
Hmm? You mean finance? Slots. Wait. Yo, come on, man. Hey! Hey! They warned me for this shit! They warned me for this shit!
Acting like this is like some outrageous, only kick thing.
They warned
and
me for this shit.
Whatever, dude. Like,
how, man? How? There was nobody was watching me, man. There was nobody watching me, and these people get to do the slots for thousands of people, and I get to be banned? Okay, man. Okay, man. Good job. Good job. Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch.
On Big
Come on, bro.
Bash? Now, to most people watching, it's pretty easy to say, hey, man, you should probably quit while you're ahead. No, 100,000 isn't a million, but it's a lot more than zero. The problem is someone in this state of mind isn't capable of seeing it that way.
Clearly, this guy has never seen the value of the big golden fish. Clearly.
He's not even in Thursday afternoon with the rest of us. He's still on the tail end of Wednesday night. So the rational part of his brain, too subdued to muster anything more than a mumble, asks his chat if he should end it there.
I mean, yeah. If it was like, oh, dude, it's only 1K viewers, only way. Look, here's another category. This one is 3 times the size, 2.5 times the size. 2.5 times the size.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
They all
warn me, but these guys just get to do it.
On deaf ears. He's yet to stop
fucking
spamming spins.
Retract your warning. Apologize, fucking bitch. Apologize, bitch.
More than a mumble, asks his chat if he should end it there. They all scream, of course you should, but it falls on deaf ears. He's yet to stop spamming spins.
No, YouTuber guy, I don't mind. I think make it a good video, okay? But they're saying leave because they want to see another bullshit game than fucking Big Bass, because Big Bass is a piece of shit. They're saying leave not because they're scared of the amount that he's losing. They're saying leave because they want to see another slot, bro.
This man is no longer in control of his actions. He's a zombie, relegated
That's
to
true,
the
actually,
passenger seat of his own mind as it careens towards the conclusion everyone watching knows is inevitable. But there's nothing he can do to stop the momentum.
I have to quit at a certain point. I have to give up. At a certain point, I gotta give up. Oh my god. At a certain point, I gotta give up. Dude, that dog demolished the balance.
Oh, that's a brokey bet.
That's crazy. Lost over $1 million today. There's nothing in there.
All he can do now is sit in the reality of what just happened.
Oh, he's betting real money. He's betting real money.
Come to terms with the fact that despite his and everyone else's better judgment, he got doghouse.
Doghouse is what did it. The doghouse is what defeated me. I got doghouse. I got doghouse. I got a full doghouse.
I'll never understand doghouse players.
Full doghouse. Full
Happy
fucking
45 months, dude. Can I get a welcome to the jungle? Arga.
Yeah, you go for the living
even
way
full
better.
screen without blue
His
dogs
no
doesn't even do that much.
Man, Pragmatic sucks.
Did I just
Hacksaw
watch this
sucks.
guy
All of the exclusive games suck.
I don't know, actually. The thing is, it's hard to take streams like this at face value. There's a very well-documented history of streamers on Kick high-stakes gambling with money that was given to them by the website they're playing on. So not only are the stakes not high, but it's technically not even gambling. It's just promotion. The entire goal of these streams is just to make the people watching them think they too can go win life-changing money on ass coin.
Guys, I actually agree with what he's saying for the absolute vast majority, because the vast majority of people don't have any leverage when it comes down to like oh dude, I'm this size, I'm that size, whatever. So they have no leverage. So they get these like bullshit like refill deals, whatever. Like that's not the same as people that have an actual stream going. Like it's not the same thing at all.
So maybe this is all bullshit.
I do agree
maybe
though.
The only
with the vast majority,
these streams
98% of the streamers, yeah, definitely.
The wall behind him. Maybe he'll miraculously be back in a couple days with a suspiciously large balance after seeming to lose everything. But clips like this are just the flip side of an online.
Please prove that it's real money.
What do you mean prove? Oh no, not again.
Ecosystem
We're not
currently
this
doing
way.
everything it can to convince impressionable teenagers
Blinko.
scrolling through TikTok and YouTube Shorts that
Yeah,
Both,
I remember the Muad'Dib.
both.
Muad'Dib.
My
He made a
cold
Plinko
Ethereum
map.
and my cold
He made a
Bitcoin
Plinko
are
map
both tracked
where you have to
by
go
some
middle
fucking
with
Twitter
it.
account or whatever.
It's
And
actually
the
kind of fun
balances and
because
amounts are still fucking public.
the
You can really
Plinko
look them up,
slows
whatever.
you down, right?
Look,
And they made it. He made a
I
capture
am
zone.
changing.
He made it so it's a capture zone. You have 3 of them.
awesome, actually.
It's annoying to get
You
tracked
speed
down,
up.
like it. People send in.
So you need to go fast. You need to get a good angle, go fast.
It's no
Fun,
gas fee,
fun map.
transactions, and then
I
you
might
have
add it
the-
to my
the
list.
UTX
Add it to my list.
bullshit.
Get
It's
Plinko,
ugly.
And you
Plinko,
gotta
Plinko.
start doing it.
Yes. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What the fuck is that cut?
That's a great feeling, man.
Now, some people have accused these websites of rigging the odds in favor of the streamers, so it's easier for them to farm these clips. And as far as I'm aware, there's no proof of that.
No.
Well, I mean,
That's
not
not
that
true.
proof, brother, but listen, I don't think
Have
this
you
is the
seen
one of my
this shit?
streams, brother.
Have you seen this
I don't
shit?
think
It's
this is
so
a
bad.
singular stream. Yo, listen, if
Dude.
we get a singular dub,
It's
that's like 100
years
that's
for
like a
one-
basement of the fucking week, bro.
like
of
2
odds
positive
here is simply
streams
due to
last
the
month.
fact that these websites can
It-
just
that-
keep
that's years of-
depositing
that's
money
years of
into
hard
their
work.
accounts whenever they
Years
lose,
of hard work.
giving
That's
them
not- that wasn't
unlimited
rigged.
funds to play with.
That wasn't rigged at
Okay.
all, man.
With all the fans though, wasn't it?
Their accounts when
I'm pretty sure that was a joke that Eddie ran on Aiden on his birthday, whatever. The 10 mil that was not available.
whenever they
balance.
lose, giving them unlimited funds to play with.
He was not. He didn't use it. Couldn't use it.
That's like actually it. We really just need Howie to give us a ton of free money.
If you're given infinite money, you can just keep betting until you hit a jackpot. For them, there's no such thing as rock bottom, a philosophy that very much does not translate to real life. In real life, you can hit rock bottom, and when you do, there's no texting Howie to get yourself out of it. What's
good reminder,
especially
say that.
concerning
True.
about these kinds of
Did you
streams
shake
is that
that
while
ass for
sports
Drake yesterday?
Dude. Chat, guys.
to get yourself out of it. What's especially
This is a sweet summer child. I actually love this YouTuber chat. I think this is so funny that he shows this screen as like a here's another example of a big win. Brother, the buy-in is 100K on this shit. 125 is probably the best that this game has had done in the last 3 hours we played this shit, okay? And it paid a 1.25x,
True.
okay? Like, holy fuck.
Actually concerning about these kinds of streams is that while sports betting apps are at least targeting mostly grown men, the majority audience for a lot of these streamers are teenagers and young adults. People whose brains have not finished developing yet. People who would have a harder time distinguishing
The thing about
between
it is
entertainment and real
I get
life.
to watch
have
and not
less of
play.
an ability
No, and
to
if
evaluate
I don't
risk.
play because I don't have
Don't
any
make
money.
anybody
So
twisted. Look.
it's a win-win.
4x, 2x on
If I want to play, I get to watch, so I don't have to play. I don't lose money, and I don't even have money. So it's a
compared to
win-win.
people much older than them. It is statistically proven that people who are exposed to gambling at a young age are more likely to develop problems with it later in life. So maybe don't
Like with everything,
do
yeah.
this. Is that too much to ask?
Now, there are a few different types of gambling.
Rainbow is fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Double Rainbow is just a fun game.
Guys, don't do this, Hacksaw. Don't give me a fucking 1, 2, 6, 7, and not give me fucking 3, 4, 5. Don't fucking do that shit.
Is that too much to
Don't
ask?
fucking do
There are
that
a few
shit. It's
different
fucking weird as
types of
shit.
gambling streamers.
Come
There
on,
are the ones
Hacksaw,
like
lock in.
Aiden Ross, who have been very transparent about the fact that money is the only thing that matters to them,
Okay, that was
and there's
cringe on
no
that, sorry.
line they would be unwilling to cross in pursuit of it. Then there's streamers like Steve Will Do It, who admitted in an interview with CoffeeZilla that the only reason he started taking these sponsorships was because he used to have a gambling
Felix.
problem,
I have
and it
been
was
a
a
big
way
fan
for
for a
him
long
to
time.
continue to gamble
watch us
without
have any
having to
tips for
use his own money.
procrastination?
In other words, he knows from personal
Yeah, just go out and
experience
do
the
stuff.
harm a gambling addiction can cause, but he has no problem promoting that to other people as long as it's not his
Yeah, I mean,
money
of
they're
course.
losing. But then there's also plenty of streamers that don't seem to think they're doing anything wrong.
No,
They put their head
it's
in the
not.
sand.
It's like it's not like he's doing it on purpose. It's more of he doesn't realize what he's doing. He only did it because it was a quick, easy solution for a problem he had personally. Because he looks at the screen and there's a bunch of people in the chat, right? Those people aren't real. They might as well not exist to him. Okay, that's what being a streamer is like. You don't care about your viewers. Your viewers are nobody. They're nobodies, man.
and make excuses because the money's too good for them to turn down.
But you pretend you care about them, so they pay for your rent.
1 week out of every month.
But you don't care about them. You don't engage with them.
Oh, yeah, man.
You don't do shit with them except make them feel nice, feel good.
You've spent the past 6
Because that's your
years
job,
streaming
man. It's
Fortnite
your
and
job.
Call of Duty.
It's a
If
job.
you think
It's
the
all for money.
majority
It's
of
all for
your
money.
audience is young men. I don't know what to tell you. And don't even get me started on Drake. I know a large portion of his audience.
Yeah, because doing what you do for only money is not a necessarily good thing, right? You want to be charitable. You want to promote what's good. Sadly, that's not what streaming is. Streaming is all about being power-hungry bitches that only want to get rich and famous. That's what it's about. Is it such a good thing to want to be rich and famous? No, it's not, okay? It's not a very good thing. But it's one way out. One way to dodge everything that's shit in your life, man. Right? But don't pretend like you're the good guy now.
Streamers who've helped popularize them are very much complicit. When you build an audience online, whether you like it or not, there is a parasocial element to it. There are people in your fan base who look up to you and trust you, and every time you sell something to them, you are leveraging that parasocial relationship in order to financially benefit. And I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect. I sell merch, I have sponsors,
Yeah,
I just did an ad read like 3 minutes ago. But my
Not
God,
perfect.
I
You
feel
just
like
need to
the
not
bare
do-
minimum with the sponsorship
It's
is,
like a
does
balance
this
thing. You need to
product
balance it out.
actively hurt the people that use it?
You do what you need to
Yes?
do.
Then I'm not gonna do that. I
To,
get that it can sting to turn down a lot.
You do what you need to do to secure what you need, make sure of what you need and want for you and the people around you that you actually care about, which isn't your audience. Right? I'm sad to say, no matter how nice Pokemon is, she doesn't care about you. Or anybody that's watching her, she doesn't care about you, man. She doesn't give a shit. Neither does this guy, neither does this guy, neither does me, okay? I care about having a bearable thing here. I want to do it. It's fun. It's shit sometimes. It's fun. It makes me feel nice. It makes you feel nice. That's all that's necessary, right? You don't need to be in a relationship with a guy. You don't need to be perfect. You're not perfect. But you do dumb shit. You do what you need to do. It's just don't overdo what you need to do for no reason, right? There's no reason to promote gambling if you could also promote Displate or like Nvidia or AMD or whatever, right? There's no point, right? If you're gonna be sponsored, you might as well be sponsored by a decent product, if that's what you can do. But if you need to be sponsored to get out of your shit situation, okay, do it. Do it and then try to improve again, right? Improve your situation and improve yourself. It's way easier to improve yourself if you don't have to deal with other problems, right? If you're constantly struggling with the world, you don't have time to struggle with yourself, right? But also, just because you're not struggling in the world doesn't mean you're not without struggle. You need to struggle. There's things you still need to do. There's things to improve. You're not perfect, man. Even if you're fucking rich, you have everything. You think you have everything. No, you don't. You have nothing. If that's all you care about, you have nothing, man.
A lot of money, and if the numbers people have floated around are accurate, it is a stupid amount of money. But for some of these people who could already live,
Guys, I respect his mindset, chat, and I'm not gonna rant about this whole thing. I don't give a fuck.
10 full lifetimes without ever having to worry about bills ever again. When is it enough? It's just crazy to me. It's like, thank you to everyone who supports what I do. You've given me my dream job, this life of luxury I'm so lucky to have.
Because it's
and
not.
in return, I give to you.
It's not like that.
Addiction.
Sorry, you can package like that, sure, but it's
we
whatever.
got another place because you can't do it in America. You have to go somewhere else. So we went somewhere else and we got another place.
Call me dramatic, but I'm a little concerned where this is all headed. People like to talk about iPad babies who are burning all their dopamine receptors before they even reach preschool. But what is a slot machine if not just a giant iPad? Scientifically engineered to be as mesmerizing as possible so you don't even realize what you're
Chat, these guys actually have the technique down, okay?
iPad. Scientifically
engineered. Every hit on the screen is gonna do bing, hit, bing, hit. They're spamming the board. Because when you tap, it skips the current hit. So they do bing, 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 because the line is a bit 3 or 4. Does you see while what? Bing, 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 while doing the spins. These are locked in.
Engineered to be as mesmerizing as possible, so you don't even realize.
This is high rank.
What he's saying is, it does it is column for column, right? You want to skip the columns and go for the full picture immediately.
Oh, that game is so bad. Oh my god, that game is so bad.
Gambling can be addictive enough on its own even before you add in all this social pressure. The transition from casual gambler to full-blown addict can happen so gradually, a lot of people don't even realize it's happened to them until it's too late. And when everyone around you, from celebrities in commercials to all your favorite streamers, are just making it sound like it's no big deal, it's fun,
1x.
To all your favorite streamers.
Okay, stop. That's fucking stupid.
Are just making it seem like it's no big deal.
He's doing the feature spins.
Can you truly recognize the seriousness of what you're getting yourself into? I think all we can really do for the time being is try to fight back against the normalization of gambling. So what do you say we all get together and call a timeout?
Wait, what's that?
They already tried that for hate.
We need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
to change the momentum
and call a timeout
on hate.
Together.
And it's not working, even though they got Shaq. Well, that's not good. That was kind of the only idea I had. Gambling is not new. For as long as there's been man, there's been the primal desire to bet it all on red. But what is new is the way technology has evolved to prey on these urges in the most efficient and targeted ways possible. Using AI to send push notifications at the precise moment they know they're most likely to be open. Using a constantly evolving algorithm to offer bets that are so time sensitive you have to commit to it before you even have a chance to think about it. These apps didn't invent gambling addiction. They've just made it more accessible. You combine all of that with a system in which most people aren't paid nearly enough money for the amount of work that they do and might see gambling as one of the only ways out of that situation, only to end up exacerbating their problems, and you end up with the unmitigated economic disaster we're in now. Forgive me for using the C word, but we've stumbled into this stage of capitalism where every dollar must be profited by any means necessary, and foregoing any chance to do so would simply be seen as a missed opportunity. Advertisements in between the game? Not enough. Now they're a part of the game. A mini fridge in the hotel that I can store my leftovers
That's
in?
dank.
No, we should be filling every square inch of that thing with $12 Coke cans that'll automatically charge your credit card even if you're just moving one out of the way. A YouTube outro that's just a few seconds of peaceful music and no call to action?
Hotels,
You wish,
dude.
bozo.
My small F how?
Please go listen to the song I made with my friend Sam. I wrote the guitar for it and I think it's pretty good. Thanks for watching.
I never get F, it's ads. Just ad.
It was genuinely a good video. I think he encapsulated the problem pretty well.
Good video, good reaction. This might be my peak reaction, your best one yet.
I think all these points
Loons, man, loons!
That way, whatever.
What the fuck is this?
In any way, so it's whatever.
Okay, good reaction. Fuck you.